Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Massively Rewind, a show recapping this week's top stories on Massively.com. I'm your host, Richie Procopio, and I promise this will be less frustrating than playing Flappy Bird. I know you're going to be shocked to hear this, but I'm covering another John Smedley story. Should we just rename the Massively Rewind into like the Smedmeister Minute? Or how about the John Smedley Recap? Smedbites. Whatever you want to call it, it's clear that Sony Online Entertainment CEO is good for a couple of juicy tweets each and every week. He started things off this time around by referring to Rhode Island Governor Lincoln Chafee as, quote, idiot, and went on to say that were it not for the governor's actions, MMO fans would be playing 38 Studios' dead-on arrival Copernicus MMO this very moment. The Smedsters Encore was a new blog, the first entry of which outlined SOE's Sandbox mission statement going forward. Sandbox gaming is, quote, at the core of everything we're doing, Smedley said, and to that Massively says, it's about time. Maybe we'll just have a Smedley segment each week with a little jingle to introduce it. Smedbites, read out his tweets and start a fight. That's Lightbright, isn't it? Did you see that new WildStar trailer with that big sentient split personality AI caretaker dude? He's kinda crotchety. Come to think of it, he probably has a future in game journalism. But digga-da-bum. Shh. At any rate, this video hints at WildStar's Instance Adventures, which will put players in some sort of virtual construct featuring various choices, consequences, and replayable options. We don't know precisely how it works yet, but Carbine's usual tongue-in-cheek sci-fi shtick is definitely making us want to know. WildStar's Adventures sound a lot like multiplayer pick-your-own-adventure books, but you can't thumb your way to the good ending and then work your way backwards from there. Or like you never did that. Did your avatar survive the open-world attack on Lion's Arch during Guild Wars 2's Lost Shores event? Well, good for him or her, but if Massively's latest sit-down with ArenaNet is any indication, things might not go as smoothly this time. Our own Anatoly Ingram hung out with the likes of Colin Johansson, Steve Huang, and Stephen Waller and came away with a preview of February 18th's Escape from Lion's Arch release. Season 1 of the Living World story will wrap up in the next 2 patches, and next week ArenaNet says players will see Scarlet Briar's minions, quote, striking at the heart of a city that has been a fixture in the Guild Wars 2 game experience since the beginning. I'm super excited to see this content, but I'm also a little sad. No more Lion's Arch? Hold me. Are you looking for ways to amp up your excitement for The Elder Scrolls Online? How about a little virtual reality? No, that does not mean we're sending Elliot to your house to bash you over the head with a keyboard while you're fighting skeevers. And no, ZeniMax hasn't announced any sort of official Oculus Rift support, but that's okay because Skyrim Oculus modder Chris Galizzi has you covered. He's basically written a homebrew driver that allows the Oculus device to work with The Elder Scrolls Online, and while ZeniMax ignored his early access and support requests, Galizzi hopes to pursue full VR support after the title's April launch. Wow, this feels like I'm really in Tamriel. And apparently I need moisturizer. Well, there you have the top stories for Massively Rewind for the week ending February 14th, 2014. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And don't forget to go over to Massively.com every single day for all of your MMO news. And I will now exit while gaining a level because that just seems like the thing to do. Take care, everybody. Are you looking for ways to amp up your excitement for The Elder Scrolls Online? How about a little bit of Vulture? How about a little bit of Vulture? Wow, this feels like I'm really in the game. Are you looking for ways to amp up your excitement for The Elder Scrolls Online? How about some virtual reality? Sounds like a personal ad. Are you looking for ways to amp up your excitement for The Elder Scrolls Online? How about some virtual reality? Okay, that's just creepy.